You're locked into the Grizzly Digital Network. It's time for Grizzlies Live. Now, let's go live to the voice of the Grizzlies, Matt Mahoney.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Grizzlies Live here at Newk Eatery. As always, I'm your host, Matt Mahoney. Glad to have everybody aboard here. And as you can tell, I'm flying solo today. We're not going to have any guests on the show, so don't change the channel. Don't hang up on me. Stay with me. We're going to have a great show here today as we're going to recognize 3 Grizzlies who have had outstanding fall semesters and kind of recap the end of the season and kind of send everybody off here for the holidays as we wrap things up here from Grizzlies Live and Newk Eatery. It's our last show of the semester, so we're very thankful, very happy to have all you aboard today and all season long, especially for me and the crew. We're tickled to death to have you guys here and glad for the support all year long. So without further ado, let's dive right into, again, we're going to look at 3 Grizzlies who have had outstanding semesters. And we start with one who capped his career off this year for GGC men's soccer. It was a phenomenal year for Martin Lugo as he rewrote the record book in terms of career numbers. And we take a look at number 13 right now, Mr. Martin Lugo. The Lawrenceville native is the first ever 4-year player in Grizzly athletics to wear the green and gray. Lugo, who attended a GGC men's soccer tryout in February of 2014, not only captured head coach Steve DeCou's attention, but excelled once given the opportunity.
I'd already heard about him from his coach, but I didn't know where he was. I didn't know what he looked like. I knew nothing about him. And then I saw this guy scoring goals, and I saw this guy, that's what caught my attention first.
Lugo would add his name to the GGC record books, ranking 2nd in career goals with 26 and 3rd all-time in assists with 18.
One thing you have to say about Martin from day one until his final time here, Martin always showed just great habits. His work ethic, the little things and the technique and the tactical ability to kind of figure out where to put himself. That was what Martin showed. And he showed it goes back to that very first day in that he did some of the proper things, and that's what caught our attention.
The 2-time AII Conference champion is a shining example of the Grizzly Athletics core values. His constant pursuit of excellence on the field is only surpassed by his responsibility off the field. Lugo assists his father at his local car repair shop, plus tutors his little brother Larry with his schoolwork. Lugo is also the first Grizzly to receive the NAIA's Scholar Athlete Award twice by maintaining a 3.5 GPA.
Martin is a prime example of what we want to be, not only for the athletic department, for the men's soccer program, but for this university. I mean, first generation college student, first person in his family to going to get his degree. He's going to now be able to impact not only this community, but his family for good. And we've had a small part to play in it, and a silly little ball has allowed him to better his life.
Today, we highlight Martin Lugo as an outstanding Grizzly. So we're definitely most proud of Martin Lugo and his time here in the green and gray uniform, but probably more so than anything else, he's going to be sorely missed. So we want to wish him good luck and farewell. He's always going to be a Grizzly wherever he may go, and so definitely proud to highlight him here today as our first of 3 outstanding Grizzlies with fall semesters. We'll bring in number 2 right on the other side of this commercial break. You're watching Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ian Potter, Assistant AD for Internal Operations at Georgia Gwinnett College. This year, we are proud to implement Be Great, our new student-athlete development program designed to help student-athletes develop the skills necessary to be successful leaders inside and outside of the classroom. In addition, we are launching the Grizzly Leadership Academy, which provides comprehensive leadership training to a select group of high-potential student-athletes. For more information about our student-athlete development programs, visit grizzlyathletics.com. Enjoy the game and go Grizzlies!
Grizzly fans, be sure to join the conversation right now during today's broadcast. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Grizzly Athletics. Also, be sure to use the hashtag Grizzly Athletics to share your comments, photos, and videos. Don't be left out. You can check out inside updates straight from the Grizzlies, plus see what other fans are talking about. We want to hear from you, so join the Grizzly Athletics conversation right now. Folks, glad to have everybody aboard as we were taking a look at the 3 most outstanding Grizzlies from this past semester, kind of an end of the year recap, and we move on to GGC women's soccer. Now, this young lady, just a sophomore, also had her name imprinted into the record book. And you gotta put things in perspective here for our next athlete. Is a lot of change happened around the women's program, including this individual. She played midfield, she played forward, she played defense at times, and we may have to go back and double check, but she may have been a goalie at one time. It was crazy season, and for the success that Grizzly women's soccer had under first-year head coach Chris Coons, it's been remarkable. And so for her to adapt to all the change and be successful, it's a pretty fantastic story as we look at number 12, Bristol Countess. Hailing from Harvest, Alabama, Bristol Countess had a breakout sophomore season for the Grizzly women's soccer team. Countess was one of only 2 Grizzlies who started in every match for first-year skipper of the Green and Gray, Chris Coons.
She much more is a focused person with the ball at her feet. She benefits more with players around her who want the ball at their feet. And I think as a result, she found herself in the right positions early and was able to connect with some big goals.
Countess would open the 2015 season in dramatic fashion, netting the golden goal game winner in overtime versus SCAD in the opening weekend of the season. This would kickstart a 5-goal streak over 4 matches for Countess, who capped it off with the quickest goal in GGC history, converting a penalty kick just 24 seconds into the contest versus Milligan.
Bristol is a very intelligent soccer player. She's got a great, what we call soccer brain. And I think that the way that we were asking people to play and the decisions we were asking them to make, it kind of fit into her wheelhouse. She found as the season went on that when she did do the things that she was good at, and that was our focus, is you need to do what you do well, then she was very successful.
By season's end, Countess would lead the team in goals scored with 8 and rewrite the record book with 10 assists in 1 year. Countess recorded at least 1 point in 20 matches en route to another school record, 26 total points.
I think part of what Bristol did and added for us was her versatility. You know, in the way that I want us to play, it's not about being a position. It's about having the skills necessary to play within the system. Because no matter where we put her, the skills required are the same.
Countess will forever be a part of GGC women's soccer history that recorded its first ever postseason win in 2015 to reach the program's first ever NAI National Championship. Standing out for Grizzly women's soccer is number 12 Bristol Countess as one of this fall's outstanding Grizzlies. What an outstanding year there for Bristol is 10 assists on the season, school record, led the teams in goal, and I know Chris Coons is excited about having her back next year on a team that's going to look forward to raising the bar one more time out there at the Grizzly Soccer Complex. We're going to take another break, and 2 Grizzlies in the books. There's 1 left, and if you've been following Grizzly Athletics this year, you got a really good idea who this next one is. That guy right there might have an idea who it is too. So we'll take a break. We'll come back, find out who that is on Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Here at Grizzly Athletics, we pride ourselves in our 5 core values: service, leadership, sportsmanship, responsibility, and the pursuit of excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. We hope you're enjoying today's broadcast, and we thank you for your support of our program. Go Grizzlies!
The Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies compete in the heart of Gwinnett County in Metro Atlanta. The Grizzlies currently field 6 teams and compete at the state-of-the-art Grizzly Athletics Complex. Georgia Gwinnett College is transforming higher education and celebrating 10 years since its charter class in 2005. As you plan your next trip to see the Grizzlies, log on to grizzlyathletics.com and select the Visitor's Guide. From driving directions to local points of interest and a listing of our proud sponsors, log on to grizzlyathletics.com. Welcome back to the show here as we're highlighting The three Grizzlies who have had outstanding fall semesters here, and outstanding in semester does not serve justice to what this young man has done this past season. He has played the highest level of competition in his sport at the collegiate level. I can't even begin to start an analogy or a comparison to what we may know as Grizzly fans. What I will tell you is hold on, pay attention, because what Kevin Confederac did this year and this semester is absolutely remarkable. He is, without a doubt, one of the best tennis players in the entire country in college tennis. Let's take a look at Mr. Kevin Confederac. Not only the greatest fall season for any Grizzly, but perhaps the greatest calendar year for any Grizzly to date belongs to Kevin Confederac. Hailing from Buenos Aires, Argentina, Confederac's success once arriving to Lawrenceville can be described as outstanding, remarkable, or even unbelievable.
A fall season that will never be forgotten, and that's something that as I get older, I try to appreciate things as they happen. The small college really appreciated it, every moment of it. I know he did, and for him to represent us and take home 2 national championships and 2 Super Bowl championships was something that it may be tough to be duplicated in the history of Georgia Gwinnett.
Starting with a perfect record in the spring to help guide GGC men's tennis to its 2nd consecutive NAIA team national championship, Confederac used that momentum into the fall individual season. First, a trip to the finals at the Southern Intercollegiate Championships by knocking off opponents from NCAA Division I Arkansas, Virginia Tech, and host University of Georgia. Then a journey through the ITA Championships, advancing out of play with singles and doubles titles in New Orleans, Louisiana, and Sumter, South Carolina.
When you look at all his accomplishments this season, I think that it's going to go down in the record books for Grizzly history. I think 30, 40 years down the road, 100 years down the road, it's going to be something that may never be duplicated or broken.
All of this resulted in earning a trip to the highest individual tournament in all of collegiate tennis, the USTA ITA National Indoor Championships at the Billie Jean King Tennis Center in New York City, a first for Grizzly tennis. In total this fall, Confederac captured the NAIA Men's Single National Championship, the NAIA Men's Doubles National Championship with teammate Jordan Cox, the ITA Small College Super Bowl Men's Singles title, and the ITA Small College Super Bowl Men's Doubles title.
Not to mention, he was also the National Sportsmanship Award winner, which is something that a lot of guys that compete at that high level and win titles, you don't see them bringing home sportsmanship titles. So that was huge, and he's really just a consummate student athlete. He puts it all together, and we're just really excited that he's only a sophomore.
For all of his accomplishments, Confederac would finish the 2015 ITA rankings as the #1 player in the NAIA. Grizzly men's tennis sophomore Kevin Confederac hauls in hardware this fall as an outstanding Grizzly. That's 4 individual national championships for Kevin Confederac in this semester alone. Add on to the team national championship the Grizzlies won in the spring, and just a remarkable feat, remarkable accomplishment for Kevin Confederac in GGC tennis. And like Coach Hodge said there in the video, and he'll tell you in person too, it's something that may never ever be done again, or at least set that bar extremely high. We're going to take a break. We'll come back and wrap this show up. Put a nice little bow on the show and the semester here as we wrap things up from Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. Are you interested in helping offer a championship experience for every single one of our student athletes? Come join us in the Grizzly Club. You can call me directly at 678-407-5241 to learn more, or see our Grizzly Club information online at grizzlyathletics.com. There you can check out our member benefits like game tickets and insider events, plus make your online donation. We can't wait to have your support of our student athletes and welcome you to the Grizzly Club.
It's time to gear up, Grizzly fans. Right now, you can find all the latest Grizzly gear to support your team by visiting the Georgia Gwinnett College official bookstore inside the Student Center. Or simply shop online anytime, anywhere by visiting ggc.bncollege.com. From hats and t-shirts to jackets and one-of-a-kind collectibles, you can find it all with the official GGC bookstore. Plus, on game day, be sure to swing by the merchandise table at the stadium. So pick up your favorite item today and show your Grizzly spirit. Go Grizzlies! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Grizzlies Live at Newk's Eatery here. As we're getting ready for a trivia question. Kylan, let's go ahead and knock this out. We're going to throw it up on Twitter here, and maybe the easiest one we've ever done. Which one of these national championships has Kevin Confederak won? Give me some options there. Is it A, the NAI Men's Singles National Championship, NAI Men's Doubles National Championship, the ITA Super Bowl Singles, or the ITA Super Bowl Doubles? Tweet your answer to Grizzly Athletics. We're going to put it up online right now, and you, the first one with the correct answer, could win this Grizzly prize pack. It's got a couple of tickets in it to the spring event. So whether it be baseball, softball, tennis, 4 tickets in that bag. If you answer correctly first, you will be our winner. Speaking of, you can't start the countdown soon enough here. Let's go with baseball. 51 days until the start of baseball season. They start January 29th. Full schedule is up on our website, grizzlyathletics.com. And softball will be right after that as you turn the calendar over from January to February. 58 days until Cat Islandberg squad steps back out there on the Grizzly softball complex and defends the fortress again. We're looking forward to seeing them out there this season as well. Not to be forgotten, Chase Hodges and the company, they'll be down at the brand new renovated GGC tennis facility. I told you guys all last year to go watch them. Now they have a beautiful facility on top of it. Can't miss here in Gwinnett County. Go check out Chase Hodges and company. They start the beginning of February as well. And again, all 3 schedules are online at grizzlyathletics.com. That's going to do it here for this semester. This will cap it off for Grizzlies Live at Newk's Eatery. Big thanks to Greg and the whole staff here at Newk's. They do a phenomenal job of hosting us. We're so glad to be here, and we will be here again in January. We'll have the entire broadcast schedule for you right after the first of the year. Stay on our portal and our website, grizzlyathletics.com, for all the latest information as well as our live broadcast. We'll get that scheduled to you right at the end of at the turn of the new year, which reminds me here, want to wish all of our Grizzly fans very safe travels during the holiday season. Happy holidays. Be sure to have a happy new year. And from our entire cast and crew, we get 5 thumbs up, 10 thumbs up here, double thumbs up from the crew all the way around. Same here as well. I'm Matt Mahoney signing off saying so long, everybody. This is the Grizzly Digital Network.
We'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for making today's broadcast possible. You can watch archive broadcasts and feature stories in the On Demand tab of the Grizzly Digital Network. For the most recent information, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.